Hi, I'm Gina Sunderland, Food and Consumer Relations Specialist Dietitian with Manitoba Chicken Producers. Welcome to our Facebook Live Nutrition Month Kitchen Party, and I'm so happy to be joined by my colleague here.
Thank you for having me. I'm Amanda Nash with the Heart and Stroke Foundation, also a dietitian and their health promotion manager. Thank you so much for inviting me for this party tonight.
I'm so glad you could come. This is going to be so much fun. So Nutrition Month's theme this year is more than food, and it's about cooking together, enjoying food together, and Amanda and I have a couple awesome recipes to share with you, and we are going to have a great time.
That's right. So we know that Canada's Food Guide recently released. It talks about how we should eat, but also what we should eat. And when we're looking at the how, that's when you can really dive into the benefit of making food at home, about eating with other people. It's really about that how and the importance of those social and cultural factors that are associated with eating too. They also have some recommendations around what you should drink. So really reinforcing water is your beverage of choice when you're thirsty. So for our kitchen party today, we've jazzed up some waters.
All right. Cheers, Amanda.
Cheers.
Happy Nutrition Month.
Oh, delicious. So just adding a little bit of flavor, some berries, some herbs, some citrus, some mint.
Delicious.
Make it with sparkling water. Woo! Party's getting crazy.
So Amanda, I am super excited about your recipe from Heart and Stroke today. What are we making?
We are going to be making our edamame roasted red pepper spread. It's a great spread, but today we're going to use it as a dip.
Oh, it looks delicious, and I love dips. Who doesn't?
And who's going to dip with edamame beans? New idea. It's really nice and creamy. You get the protein in there. It's a complete protein, which I'll let you talk about later.
Right.
Also, you get some iron in there, and you get some fiber as well.
Delicious.
So
it looks great.
I'm going to get you to start.
Okay.
With that.
Perfect.
So we'll put in those edamame beans.
Okay, so we've got a couple cups of edamame
So
here.
we bought 1 bag of frozen edamame beans. So
Perfect.
excellent, because you can buy them when they're on sale, throw them in your freezer, and then it's going to make it a little bit more affordable as well.
Super staple to have, right?
Because when we know when we cook at home, we can actually control the ingredients for health, but we can also make sure that it's going to be cheaper and more affordable than eating out as well.
Yeah, definitely. It's definitely a money saver. And you know what? This is fun, right? I love learning new recipes, and this will be a great one to have in my repertoire. And you'll never need to do takeout again once you have these two recipes under your belt. Okay, so
roasted red pepper. So we have about 1 cup of chopped up roasted red peppers. It's got a really great source of vitamin C. It's an antioxidant. It also helps you to absorb the iron that's in those edamame beans.
Yeah,
so
vitamin C is an iron booster. Excellent.
I did buy the can here, the jar. Again, buy it on sale, stock up. But if you have some extra time, even more affordable, roast your own.
Yeah, and you can even freeze them after you roast them. I've done that before too.
A great tip. I've never done that.
Yeah, works
so
great.
let's make it a little bit more creamy by adding in some mayonnaise here. So we have some lower fat mayonnaise, about 3 tablespoons going in.
Okay.
And then I'm going to just add in some flavor boost with our garlic. So 1 clove of garlic. If you really love garlic like me, I might add more than 1 clove.
Sure, exactly.
And
that's
then
what's
we
fun
have
about cooking too, right? You control the ingredients.
Yes.
If you like something, you can add more, or if you don't, you can add less of something else.
Exactly.
All right, and then this is one of my favorites, the fresh basil. Did you get that long?
All right, I'm just going to let you help me.
Oh boy. Okay.
So there's options. This is our manual grill. Mill. You can also use your immersion blender. You can also use a real blender. You could use your food processor.
Right.
So the point is to use whatever you have. But when I have friends at my kitchen party, I like them to get an arm workout. So that's what you're doing here.
Perfect. Okay, I'm gonna add this basil. Oh, that smells delicious.
Love it. So we want to add the basil last so that we can really make sure that we get that vibrant flavor and keep that color as well.
It's coming together, Amanda.
And
I got a good strong arm.
When you're all done, you can serve it in a bowl for everyone to share, or you can even just put it into some individual bowls. It's really nice because then people have their own little serving.
Yeah.
It's fun.
Yeah, it's excellent.
Extra
Well,
fun.
this is a delicious recipe, and it looks wonderful, and I love the fact that it can be served with all these beautiful, colorful vegetables.
And some whole grains.
And whole grains for extra fiber. So what's really neat is that edamame beans are a complete protein. So yeah, all of our animal proteins are complete proteins, but there's very few plant proteins that are actually complete proteins. Edamame is one of them. This is 100-gram chicken breast, and it contains about 35 grams of protein. To get the same amount of protein from the edamame, you have to eat quite a bit more. So about 2.5 cups of edamame beans would give you about that 35 grams of protein. Now, protein is such a key nutrient. It's important for healthy growth, development, building muscle, maintaining muscle. Really, it's the building blocks of life. And Canada's Food Guide has really pointed that out by indicating that we should have a quarter of our plate with all of our meals being rich in protein.
And Canada's Food Guide does suggest to try new plant-based proteins, like these edamame beans.
Yes.
And a great way to do that is to pair the plant-based proteins with proteins that you already really enjoy and like
chicken.
And that's why your recipe that you're going to make pretty soon is awesome.
And you know it's great that we can enjoy local chicken year-round. 12 months of the year, because chickens are raised in spacious barns indoors, and you can go to your local meat department and look for the Raised by Canadian Farmer logo to know that you're supporting local farmers. Hey, you know what, Amanda? I just want to welcome anyone that's tuning in right now to our Facebook Live. And a Facebook Live would not be a party if we didn't have prizes. So you might be wondering what all this great stuff is. We've got some fantastic swag from our friends at Heart and Stroke and from Manitoba Chicken. And you can win one of these prize packs just by staying tuned in and asking us a question or a comment or telling us what you like to make when you're having a party, some of your favorite recipes. And now we are going to jump into one of my favorite new Manitoba chicken recipes. And you can find this chicken and hummus toast on our website on manitobachicken.ca. And it's just so wonderful because it combines a couple types of protein from our chickpeas, hummus. So what you do is you toast your multigrain bread, so nice and high in fiber too, those whole grains, and then you just start layering on the ingredients. So I'm going to get you to help me out, Amanda. So we're going to start with the hummus. And you just
these look great, and toasts are so popular.
Toasts are on trend, and this is just a delicious toast recipe.
And again, a great way if someone's not really as familiar with hummus, chickpea spread, great way to try and introduce it to you by pairing it with things that we really love, like our chicken and our tomatoes and all those traditional staples.
Exactly.
You know, you can do it.
Okay. Amanda, you want to start layering on the greens, so you can use arugula and you can use spinach. I've used a combination of both because I love both of those greens. That looks good. Yeah, this just comes together so quickly. You know what's awesome about this recipe too is you can use leftover chicken. It's a wonderful and delicious way to use up leftover chicken. So a lot of times if I'm making chicken, like if I'm roasting a pan of chicken breast for my family, I'll make extra so that I can make a recipe like this. Or if you're roasting one chicken, why not roast two? And then you can just use the leftovers. So this recipe also has delicious basil, and you just layer that basil on.
Oh, I love the flavor of fresh basil. And both of our recipes tonight are really highlighting that to give it a really nice flavor boost. Perfect for the spring weather we're having right now.
And you're adding flavor without adding a lot of salt, right?
That's right. So looking at your natural herbs and spices instead of your sodium. We know that sodium is related to increased blood pressure. So a great way to keep that blood pressure down and really enjoy those healthy flavors.
Yeah, herbs can really do the trick. And you don't even miss that salt. And you know that's something else too, but when you cook at home and you control the ingredients and you use less and less salt, you don't need it.
Well, and did you know that your taste buds adapt to sodium more than any other flavor? So as you decrease your sodium intake, you're still going to taste that salty flavor with much less sodium.
Right.
So it's a bonus.
Yeah, so now we add in our delicious tomatoes.
Yeah.
And these toasts are great for any time. They're a perfect snack for a party, a quick lunch. You can bring them to a picnic as it continues to get warmer.
Well, look how fast we created those together. We were chatting, we were having fun. Like we
had a great time.
We were cooking because we were having a party.
We are having a party. I always have so much fun when I get a chance to cook with you, Amanda. This is such a pleasure. So our recipes are made and they look great, and now we are so excited to accept some questions from people that have joined us this evening. All right, so what's our first question?
I always try to limit my snacking, especially in social environments. Are you saying that snacking can be a healthy part of your diet?
Oh, great question. Do you want to start with that one?
Yeah, so I'll just repeat the question. Someone is asking us if snacking is a healthy thing or not. They've been trying to control how much they snack and just want to know if it can be a good choice. So what do you think, Amanda?
Wow, I think that exactly what we've had here shows examples of how snacking can be a great part of your regular everyday dietary patterns. And so we really want to make sure that we're getting enough nutrition. So sometimes for people that might be 3 meals, a couple of snacks throughout the day. Sometimes it'll be 5 or 6 smaller meals. whatever works for you. As long as you're choosing snacks that really highlight some of your favorite foods that have a lot of good nutrition to them, like we did today.
Absolutely, yeah, these are great. So this dip is delicious. It's packed with the protein-rich edamame. It's got fiber in it as well. It's being served with a variety of beautiful, colorful vegetables and whole grain crackers and breads. And again, this delicious toast, it can be a light meal. It can also be a great snack, a great party favor. You could do this on whole grain crackers if you wanted. So,
and by having that fiber and that protein, we're also going to feel a little bit more full for longer, which means that when we're going to have the snack, we're going to feel satisfied from the snack, and we're not going to continue to want more and have those cravings that sometimes lead to less healthy choices.
Right, yeah. Absolutely. So snacking can be a really healthy part of a balanced diet.
Are there any other questions?
Yeah, this one's from Linda. She wants to know, how fast can someone expect to lower their cholesterol by watching their diet?
Oh, great question. So Linda wants to know how fast you can lower your cholesterol by watching your diet. And so there's no hard and fast answer for this because it's going to be so individual. So what you want to do is talk to your healthcare provider, because depending on what your cholesterol levels are and your family history and your medical history, there's going to be different recommendations for everyone. But we know that by having more fiber in our diet, we can help to reduce our cholesterol. We know that by being active more, you can really increase that that HDL, the healthy cholesterol that we want to have a little bit higher. So there's lots of different lifestyle approaches to manage cholesterol. And then sometimes you may need some help from a medication, and that's just another tool in your toolbox. So talk to your healthcare provider about what's going to work for you, and then really focus on getting lots of healthy fats, and getting lots of fiber in your diet, and then limiting the processed foods, because we know those highly processed foods oftentimes are where we get a lot of the sodium, the salt,
and the less healthy fats.
Less healthy fats.
So this hummus is made with a combination of canola oil and olive oil. So those would be some good examples of healthy fats.
Exactly.
And both of our recipes are really loaded with that very important fiber and protein. So they would be great options for a healthy diet and a diet that would help lower cholesterol.
And so that hummus and the edamame beans on their own, they both have the healthy fat and the fiber. So do nuts, unsalted nuts, great snack. And a great way to get the fiber and the healthy fat, which is that nice, really good combination to help your blood cholesterol.
Yeah, so these are a couple great options if you're trying to eat a cholesterol lowering diet, a heart healthy diet.
So we have another question from Jolene. What are your thoughts on pre-cooked whole chickens that you buy at the grocery store?
I think they are the perfect convenience food. Very, very, very nutritious choice. You know, for what you spend on a whole chicken, you can take that chicken home. You can make something like these toasts with the leftovers. You can enjoy it that evening with your family. And then I like to take the carcass afterwards and boil it and make a wonderful stock. So that whole roast chicken certainly goes a long way, and you do no need to feel guilty for bringing that home for your family. That's actually an excellent choice.
And for individuals or smaller families of 2 or 3, they're perfect because they're the right size. So instead of cooking a whole big turkey, it gives you a good portion size for people who live alone or cooking for 1 or 2.
Yeah, it's so nice if you're just on your way home, stop at the grocery store to pick up a few things. You want something that's hot and ready and healthy. Pick up that rotisserie chicken on your way out of the grocery store, and when you get home, you can pair it with some whole grain bread and have some raw veggies cut up, and away you go. You've got a completely balanced meal that fits perfectly within Canada's new food guide. So that's a super choice. Yeah, so we would like to thank everyone very much for tuning in to our Nutrition Month Heart Healthy Kitchen Party. Happy Nutrition Month to everyone. I'd really like to thank Amanda for joining me this evening. It's always such a pleasure to do these collaborations together and to cook with you, and I love learning new recipes. And thanks everyone. Happy Nutrition Month. Happy spring.